Well, welcome back to Just Car People Things. Mike here tonight. Wanted to show you, this super cool 1978 Corvette that we've been tinkering with that one of our friends bought. Needs a fair amount of love, and one thing I've been looking at is this absolutely awesome interior from the late 70s, which GM called Oyster, but I prefer to call cocaine. And, this interior, it needs some love. So it's white. It's in overall pretty good shape. We got a little bit of damage. I wouldn't be shocked if at one point the seats swapped, where they took that seat and put the back on this side and just moved them left to right to be able to get a cleaner seat back or bolster on that side. But just want to show, this is pretty soiled. I don't know the last time the leather's been cleaned in it. One thing I love to show, so we'll do a little, throw a little product at it, a little Lexol leather cleaner. It's a generic product. There's a bunch of companies that make leather cleaner, Meguiar's and others. And get in there with the detail brush and start agitating. So this, I like the detail brush a lot for this because you can get down into these seams. And the seams over time are what get damaged and what will split and rip apart. So we're just doing a couple little panels here at a time of the leather. We're getting down in there good with the cleaner. You almost want to see it kind of froth up a little bit. And different cleaners, depending on their composition, will do that. But you can already start to see, I got a light up here above us, so it's extra bright here, the amount of dirt that's coming out of these already, just in this one little patch. And so we're going to take one pass at it. And here we've got, this is clean microfiber, you can see here. You can already see the gray that's coming off the brush there from the dinginess that's in this seat. So we're going to just take one pass here just to pull it up, and I want to show you how much dirt and grime came out of just this little piece of leather right there.
Dang.
That is pretty substantial. And you can come back through and obviously just wipe this down with a microfiber, get it good and cleaned up. And
it looks whiter.
It's amazing that it's maybe a little tough to see on camera, but it's a full color shift.
It's a different shade for sure.
Different shade of white. If you look at how gray and kind of grayish that looks, gray beige, and how white this looks by comparison. The only way to ever really repair stuff like this is for a full seat cover. But, for a car from the late 1970s, it's now 40, 50 years old, and has been kind of consumer kept. This is a great way to go about just cleaning up your leather. If this isn't doing it for you, if you've got more severe soiling, an example would be, that's actually a cut in the seats. That's not a stain. But we've got some staining right here. So I want to show, maybe that next panel up. Just throw a little bit of product on it here. Don't need a lot. And a lot of times I'll actually use a sponge or a scouring pad. The key is this piece right here, not a steel wool or anything. This is a plastic or rubber material. And you can come in now, and much like with this brush where we're agitating down into the, into the grooves and the cracks and the crevices in the seat, you can use this to work on some of these stains. And you can see, look at those two little black dots there. Look at those lift right out.
Nice.
And so we'll just actually work our whole way up here on this center panel of the seat.
Good.
And you don't need to push super hard. You don't need a ton of work. And you might want to even grab the brush for getting down into the crevices here, right? Down into those seams. But this scour pad can be a pretty aggressive option to do this, and will give you kind of the same result. This is a little bit higher on the aggressive scale. If you've got a really fancy old car, something with really crazy leather in it, or you spent $1 million on seat covers, this might be a little much. You might want to start back over here with the detail brush, come in and work those seams, work that stitching to try to get that stitching back to some semblance of white. And you can just see right now the dirt coming out of that stitching. You can see it start to lift off there. And I don't think you're ever going to get that stitching back to white, but you're certainly going to get it looking better. So again, we'll get our microfiber here. It's starting to soil up a little bit, but here's a nice clean side to it. Come back through and lift off, and you can see the amount of dirt that's come off that, just that one center panel there. And now, the perk to this is it's going to be clean. And what you can then do is, I've got some Meguiar's Gold Class leather conditioner. You can use Lexol's, that's the brown bottle of Lexol. But now I just like to come in, little light dusting, separate clean microfiber, and you really just want to spread that product around and let it soak into the leather, into those seams particularly, and sort of give that leather back its nice soft suppleness. We just did the This is the removable center armrest. We just did this piece right here and cleaned this all up. And you can just see this is back to its oyster, so it's supposed to be kind of an ivory color. You see how gray it looks elsewhere and how white and ivory it looks here on the front. So there's definitely some tips and tricks about leather. I like the scour pad. I like the brush. If it's real soft stuff, come in with, actually start with a microfiber and agitate there. But that's a little bit of 101 here at Blue Car Night at Just Car People Things. We got the full Blue Car Night thing going. The gang is all here, and we're having a good time detailing. So thanks for tuning in. Hope that you get the opportunity to like and subscribe. If you have questions about any of this fun stuff or this car, we'll do some other videos on it. Feel free to drop us a line in the comments. Have a great night.